All right, so he said his voice may shake, but he's still gonna speak up more. And I'm talking about Senator Cory Booker, because y'all can't say that this man did not just stand on business. Y'all cannot say that this man did not show up for the American people. Now you might not agree with all his policies, but that's fine. But ask what your senators are doing. I can tell you, Jive Turkey Neck Tom Tillis ain't doing shit, but being on the other side. But you got to understand something. This man just broke the record of segregation to Strom Thurmond, which was 24 hours and 18 minutes, who spoke against, and like I said, against the Civil Rights Act of 1957, which was the first bill since the Reconstruction period. He also broke Teddy Graham Cruz's for longest sitting senator, which was 21 hours and 19 minutes, who put up the little Homer meme like, you know what? Yeah, slide back, because y'all see what this is. So again, y'all kept saying, what are the Democrats going to do? They need to do something. He was like, all right, bet, I'm going to get up here. Now I want y'all to really understand how serious this is. This man could not leave to go to the bathroom. Could not sit down. He had to continuously let them know that he would not give up the floor. Now, his fellow Democrats could absolutely help by asking him questions and whatnot. But again, he had to keep talking. And I mean, with everything that has been happening, y'all, it was literally enough to talk, and he could have kept going if he was physically able. You have to understand, he only had like sips of water. He could not leave to go to the bathroom. He has not eaten, like he has not slept. Baby, I tapped out at 3:45. I was like, okay, look, I'm gonna leave it running, but I can't do no more. Like, I'm tired. I got to get up with these little kids, because they don't care about none. They want to get up. They want to have cereal. They want to have all the things. But y'all, he spoke on the constitutional crisis. He spoke on the Medicaid cuts, because remember how they said they would not touch Medicaid, and how they played everybody is because Medicaid is absolutely contained in the Energy and Commerce bill. So they was like, oh, we're not going to touch Medicaid, but then they slashed the Energy and Commerce bill by 880 billion. Let's talk about it. All of the student loan debt crisis, talking about how Medicaid is absolutely, if it gets cut, how it's literally a death sentence for people, talking about, all the other things for the Social Security, and how that's going to affect our seniors, how we all have paid into this. Like, I mean, it was just countless things that he was able to talk about, and all of the nasty bills that Republicans are trying to enter in. And I mean, they big mad because Mike Johnson had to bank his little gavel today and gone home. Basically, he sent everybody home. He was just like, nope, since y'all don't want to do what we want to do, I'm taking my ball, I'm going home. So yeah. And they were like, it's very weird for him to bang that little gavel and, leave. But yeah, he was just like, y'all, we won't be voting on the SAVE Act, and we won't be doing all these things. So we won't be voting on the things that's going to hurt the American people, because that's absolutely what you were doing. But like I said, give that man his props, because he absolutely came with all of the energy. He was, still firing on. He was still talking. And like I said, he was referencing, he's like, this is, I'm gonna be in some, trouble, but it's gonna be good trouble. He, spoke about how, John Lewis and all of those who came before him basically lit the path. He was just like, speaking about his ancestral roots, because it's like, for you to be a black man up here doing this, and of course, it's always got to be a black person that's gonna save everybody from their fucking selves. So again, ask not. But now what are y'all gonna do? Make sure you call your senators. Like I said, I know Jive Neck, Turkey Neck, Tom Tillis ain't gonna do shit. We know Bud gonna be somewhere hiding, North Carolina. However, all of you all that have not, if you're not gonna call them, at least send them an email. Be like, what you gonna do? What it be like? Because as you can see, if they know that they have the support of the people, they will absolutely vote. And you see today that a couple of Republicans flipped on that parental vote, and basically, is what made the Richard Scarry's worm, Mike Johnson, bang his little gavel and was like, we're going home and we're not doing anything for the rest of the week. Like, I wish we could bang our gavel and get the hell up out of work, but remember that, because remember how it took him forever and a day to squeak out them little votes, because somebody had to call Big T, get him on the line, and scare people into voting for him. So yeah, let's just remember who really has the power, y'all.